What's up, everybody? So Kathleen Zellner and Jerry Buting recently posted this story on X. It is a story about a Wisconsin district attorney that has got himself into some trouble. Shocking, right? Another Wisconsin district attorney getting himself into some trouble. Now, I will put up both. What are they still called tweets, even though it's on X? Are they called X's? I'll put up both posts on the screen here so you can see them for yourself. This is from Jerry Buting. Former Wisconsin district attorney suspended for sexual harassment, including telling the victim that he... Now, here is what this guy told the victim. He used to think she was the kind of girl he could take to the Super 8, but now knows he has to take her somewhere fancier, like the Lismore Hotel. Classy guy. What a thing for somebody that's supposed to be upstanding in Wisconsin to say to somebody. I'm gonna read that again. Used to think she was the kind of girl that he could take to the Super 8, but now knows he has to take her somewhere fancier, like the Lismore Hotel. That's a Wisconsin district attorney, folks. Just absolutely insane. Kathleen Zellner posted this. Allegedly drunk, of course he was allegedly drunk former Wisconsin district attorney loses license for 1 year. Another embarrassment. And here's the story in general. It is from the WisconsinLawJournal.com, and I will link it in the description below. Alleged drunk and harassing former Wisconsin district attorney loses license for 1 year. The Wisconsin Supreme Court ruled on Friday that a former Wisconsin district attorney has lost his license to practice law with a 1-year suspension and a nearly $6,000 fine. Former EAU Clare County District Attorney Gary King resigned from his position back in August of 2021 and was subject to a federal lawsuit according to federal court documents. According to Wisconsin Supreme Court documents obtained by the Wisconsin Law Journal, King was admitted to practice law in Wisconsin in 1998 and did not have a prior disciplinary history. On May 5th, 2022, the Office of Lawyer Regulation filed a complaint against King alleging 2 counts of misconduct, both arising out of his conduct as the EAU Clare County District Attorney. Count 1, by sleeping through a January 2021 court hearing. He slept through a January 2021 court hearing, appearing in a February 2021 court hearing while under the influence of intoxicants or otherwise impaired, and appearing in a June 2021 court hearing while under the influence of intoxicants or otherwise impaired. Count 2, by making multiple inappropriate sexual comments to female employees in his office and engaging in unwanted sexual contact with JB. An assistant district attorney reported that King would frequently come into the attorney's office and interrupt their work, sometimes falling asleep in the attorney's office. A former ADA wrote a letter to Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers saying that she had witnessed Attorney King sleeping and snoring in meetings and court proceedings. Man, this guy is a gem. Chicago Police Department officials said King also fell asleep during a meeting with representatives of the Chicago Police Department. At one point, Clare County Sheriff Ron Kramer, who asked King to submit a preliminary breath test, PBT, after he publicly cried, ranted, and yelled and screamed, prompting district attorney office employees to be evacuated to a safe location and sent home for the remainder of the day. Circuit Court Judge Michael Schumacher said he observed King nod off, jerk his head, and lose his balance for the next 40 minutes. Other judges and officers of the court documented a pattern of King's inebriation and sleep during court, according to court documents. King was also accused of harassment. King allegedly asked the victim about her sex life with her husband and said, "If you come to me in a vulnerable state, I could not say no to you." Man, what a guy. King also allegedly told the victim he used to think she was the kind of girl he could take to the Super 8, but now knows he would have to take her somewhere fancier, like the Lismore. According to court documents, King allegedly also physically touched the victim's ponytail and mentioned to her the possibility of having a threesome with someone who lived near the district attorney's office. Man. And also, according to court documents, on February 10th, 2021, the victim contacted Human Resources to report that Attorney King was sexually harassing her. Clare County officials then launched a formal investigation into her, victim's name redacted, complaint. After interviewing multiple witnesses, Attorney Mindy Dale wrote a report to the Clare County Human Resources Director, concluding that Attorney King did make inappropriate comments to women, most notably the victim's name, who's redacted again, which made them uncomfortable. Further, he should not have kissed the victim on the cheek or pulled her onto his lap, regardless of the emotions he was feeling at the time. Attorney Dale recommended that a copy of her letter and related reports be forwarded to the Department of Administration for further consideration. King attributed his misconduct to personal or emotional problems he was experiencing at the time. He talked about how this was a difficult time in his life, which included the deaths of family and friends and the isolation during COVID. District Attorney Eric Toney, who serves as president of the Wisconsin District Attorneys Association, condemned King's conduct. Former District Attorney King's conduct is outlined in a Supreme Court opinion released today. The contact described in the opinion of appearing in court intoxicated and inappropriate sexual conduct as well as sexual harassment towards his office staff is inebriated and unacceptable for everyone. The behavior falls beneath the ethical standards of an attorney, especially that of a district attorney. According to a federal court document obtained by the Wisconsin Law Journal, a federal lawsuit was also filed in 2022 alleging that King discriminated against the plaintiff based on the basis of her sex and further subjected her to a hostile work environment. According to the complaint, the victim worked closely with the district attorney's office in another neighboring government office. The victim claimed the harassment continued and intensified, thereby violating the victim's rights to equal protection under laws, subjecting her to sexual harassment and abuse. The victim requested both compensation and punitive damages. The federal lawsuit has since settled, according to court documents. Man, so another Wisconsin district attorney got himself into some trouble for some inappropriate conduct. Does that sound familiar? Who do you think? Who do you think that also sounds like? Let me know. Leave some comments below. I hope you're having a good day, and I will see you again soon.